Hi friends, welcome to Gal IAS. Today in this session we are going to deal about some of the issues with the Indian judiciary. The relevance of this topic is the strength of Supreme Court judges is increased to 34 including the Chief Justice of India. So that's the current relevance of this topic. So here for the mains perspective, for exam perspective alone, we are going to deal some of the issues with the Indian judiciary. Okay, the relevance is the strength is increased. So there are some reasons why the strength of Supreme Court judges are increased. So that we are going to learn in this chapter. And please note that this video is purely from exam perspective alone. That is the points which required for the exam will alone be discussed here. Okay. So first of all, what are the various challenges faced by our judiciary? One, obviously we know that lot of pendency of cases. A large number of pending cases are there before Supreme Court. As well High Court, even subordinate courts also, there are large number of pending cases. This shows that they are not purely or they are not that much efficient in dealing with those cases. Okay, so that's one of the issues. Then see, regarding the appointment of judges, we know that there is a system called collegium system. Okay, so the collegium recommends the names to the government and the government must appoint those persons as the judges of Supreme Court. Okay, but here there is one more provision that first of all the judges recommend the names to the government and the government has the provision to resend the recommendation back for one time, whether to reconsider that recommendations. Again, if the Supreme Court collegium reiterates the same name or same persons, then the government is bound to appoint those persons as the judges of Supreme Court or for High Court. Okay, so this is what happening now. This system is called collegium system. And there are sometimes there is a conflict between the executives as well as judiciary regarding the appointment of judges. That is, Supreme Court collegium asks the government to appoint so and so persons, and to make delay in their appointment, what happened means the government resend that recommendation to judiciary once again. So it takes some times. Then once again judiciary again recommend the same name itself. Then also the government delays some time to appoint those persons as the judges. So there is a small conflict between the executive and judiciary over this collegium system. And also this collegium system is less transparent because we don't know what is the criteria for appointing or recommending some person's name from the collegium. So the appointment of judiciary or the appointment of members to higher courts, that is Supreme Court as well as High Court, is less transparent. That is also one of the issues faced by the judiciary. Okay, then we can say that lack of ICT, information communication technologies in the judiciary, because they are more doing with more paperwork, and lack of digitization is also hampering our process in the judicial because less usage of technology. So in this modern world, we must adapt to the technologies, right? So information communication technology will save a lot of time. So our judiciary is stuck with this lack of technological issues. Fine. Then lawyer strikes, one of the main reasons for the pendency of cases. So when lawyer strikes, cases won't happen there. It again leads to the lot number of pendency of cases. See, when this lot number of pendency cases are there before the higher courts, one of the economical impact is that it prevents the international investors or corporates to do business in India. Why? If once they do business or once they invest here, and if there is dispute happen sometimes, then it take a lot years to run behind all those courts. So this prevents those international investors to invest in India or international businessmen to do business in India because of this long pendency of cases as well as the long time taken by the Indian judiciary to dispose of the cases. So these are all the major challenges faced by the Indian judiciary. So if a question is asked regarding the efficiency of judiciary or something related to judiciary, you can quote these points. Okay, if you have any data to justify your points, so for example, if there is we are writing about the pendency of cases, you can quote a data. This much number of cases pending before Supreme Court of India, or this much pendency of cases are before various high courts of India. Like this, you can quote some authentic data. That's also better. Okay, and to improve these suggestions, so to improve these drawbacks, we must give our suggestions as well when you're writing a mains answer. So some more suggestions we can say that the 11th Finance Commission recommended to establish a number of fast track courts. Why? The purpose of fast track courts is to dispose of the long pending cases See, various high courts as well as Supreme Courts also have various number of long pending cases, right? Which may be 10 years or 20 years or even 30 years maybe. So these fast tracks are recommended to for disposing those long pending cases. See, this is an authentic recommendation. Why? Because it's a recommendation of 11th Finance Commission. Okay. So these kind of recommendations, committee recommendations, very much important. I always say in my polity classes, please note down the important committee recommendations or various Supreme Court judgments or the provisions of the Constitution into your polity answer. That makes your answers more authoritative and more authentic. So do that. So when you're writing regarding these kind of issues, quote this. The 11th Finance Commission recommended to establish fast track courts to dispose of the long pending cases. That's a valid point. Then again you can quote the law commissioners recommended that we can establish one constitutional bench at Delhi, for New Delhi, and we can establish 4 regional benches at the various parts of our country. So these regional benches take care of the routine litigations, and the role of this bench Delhi can be limited to what? This constitutional interpretations or various statute interpretations. Likewise, a recommendation made by the law commission. This is also authentic information. Made by whom? The law commission. Makes your answer better. Fine. Then we can also say that we can limit the role of our apex court or a Supreme Court to just constitutional interpretation or statute interpretation. The other things can be done by the concerned high court itself. Likewise, also we can give our own personal suggestion. Also, you can say that digitization. See, we face lack of technology in judiciary. You can say that more digitization, more virtual hearings can be made. Likewise, complete digitization and reduce the paperwork and reduce the physical presence. Likewise, you can give suggestions to your answer so that more number of cases can be disposed easier and the pending cases can be decreased, which improves the efficiency of the Supreme Court or High Court. Likewise, you can quote your points in your polity mains answers, which may attract international investors to invest in India, or international corporates to business in. Likewise, in a polity answer, you can also give some economical perspective also. Digitization, more paperwork, that's a point, right? So when we go for more digitization, paperwork can be reduced, which gives which is environmentally benefit. Likewise, you can give some environmental dimensions also to your answer. Okay, by that we can give good governance to the people of our country. Likewise, a governance perspective can also be given in your answer. So in a single polity answer, we have mentioned economical perspective, we have mentioned environmental perspective, we have mentioned governance perspective. Likewise, various perspectives also you can include in your answer. So that will make your answer more dynamic. Okay, that makes your answer more attractive as well. Why? Because you are mentioning various perspectives of our country or various perspectives of a single institution. So this should be your approach when you are writing a polity answer. Okay, so please note down these points. This must be there in your answer if a question is coming with the topic, the judiciary, and please note down these recommendations as well. Okay, that's all for the day. Thank you then.